Hi everybody, I just need to vent. Just hear me out. Hear me out for the next 5 minutes. Man, when I tell you that the last couple hours have been an emotional roller coaster, I'm not exaggerating. It has been intense. I don't know what's going on with these ferries out of Wellington, but essentially here's the lowdown. I was supposed to meet my mate who I met in Vietnam. She's traveling New Zealand. She's currently in the South Island. So we had made all these plans that I was going to go out and meet her, take the ferry, and we're going to go to Golden Bay, Abel, Tasman area. Everything was fine until it wasn't. So all the ferries the last few weeks have been plagued with cancellations, mechanical issues, bad delays. It's been nuts. So the ferries keep breaking down and people are just stranded, right? It's just a bad scene. So I then thought, okay, well, 2 weeks until I need to go for Easter break. Hopefully everything's fixed, right? Wrong. Monday comes around. I'm booked onto Blue Bridge. The Inter-Islander ferry is completely sold out. There was no option to book anything at all. So Blue Bridge was it. I booked this ferry maybe 3-4 weeks ago. Monday, ferry's canceled. Tuesday, ferry's canceled. Wednesday, all ferries canceled because one of their ships broke down again. They had just got it fixed in Australia. It was just come back to start making new routes and then breaks down. Then they had no idea when it was going to get fixed. Now, here we are, Thursday, April 6th. They said, okay, we fixed it. We're going to let the sailings go ahead. But they said there's going to be delays, which, okay, fair enough. So all the people that were meant to sail yesterday are now trying to get out to wherever they need to go today, which meant that, Thursday's people were delayed, and then Friday, which was when my sailing was booked, is delayed. So it just totally messed up all the plans. Literally, it's now 8 p.m. I only found out about my new departure time 2 hours ago, and the last 2 hours have just been ridiculous. Trying to scramble to make new travel plans because everything's been messed up. And at noon, I had canceled all my bookings because I didn't know if I was even going to make it. At some stage, I was just like, you know what? It's not working out. I'm just going to cancel the trip and donate my $136 for the ferry. Just donate it to the company because it just looked like nothing was working out. And then I got word that my ferry was supposed to arrive at 11, almost midnight tomorrow. And every single accommodation was booked out in Picton for tomorrow night. And it just wasn't looking good. The last thing to do was to call Blue Bridge and ask them, are there any other sailings that you can put me on? And I don't want to have to pay for that because it's not my fault that everything's been so delayed. So it helps that I'm a single passenger doing a walk-on only. So I don't have any cars or anything to take on the ferry. It's just literally a walk on. So I spent 30 minutes on the phone, and after calling all of my accommodation 10 times, canceling, rebooking, changing everything, I finally got confirmed onto the ferry that was intended to leave tomorrow morning, but's been delayed to leave till 2 p.m. So that's the ferry I'm going to get on, and it'll actually have me arriving about an hour after my original arrival time before all the delays. I'm arriving at 6:30. In the end, the ups and downs, I've been on the phone to this one guy in Marahau. We're staying, that's Golden Bay area. I've been on the phone to him 4 times today. 2 hours ago, I just thought I was going to cancel the whole trip. So I emailed him, said, just cancel my booking. And then now I've just had to email and say, actually, keep my booking. It's just ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. So my mate and I are going to have to change our whole travel plans. And we were going to do Golden Bay, Abel, Tasman, and Blenheim wine region in Marlborough, but we're just going to have to cut Marlborough. I just needed to vent because I am just exhausted. I've been booking, changing. Oh my gosh. I managed to avoid cancellation costs at both of the accommodations because I had the foresight to book direct. I had bookings with booking.com. I canceled those. It's not forgiving for changing last minute, but if you book direct in New Zealand, they're very forgiving. Especially that guy at the Adventure Inn in Marahau. He was so awesome. He was reassuring me that they've had for the past few weeks so many issues with travelers and the ferries not being reliable and being canceled. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the South Island for Easter break. Happy Easter, by the way. And I'm just gonna bring my work laptop with me so that in the event something happens on Tuesday when I'm meant to be sailing back to Wellington, I'm gonna be able to work remotely. So welcome to the South Island adventure vlogs. This is gonna be focused on Abel, Tasman, Golden Bay area at the top of the South Island. And it's Easter. So we have Friday off and Monday off. and I can just relax and enjoy time with my mate while she's still here exploring New Zealand before she goes home. From here on out, I'm going to manifest it out into the world because it's been such a dramatic ordeal. It's going to be an amazing trip. Everything's going to be fine, and this is the last of the dramas. Thank you for listening to this really long rant, and I'm peeping my tattoo here. I just want to quickly tell you that it's healing really well. We're already starting to peel a little and have an itchy tattoo, which is like all good signs that we're healing up nicely. I love my tattoo so much, and the healing is going nice and quick, so that's a bonus. But that's the update for now. I have to go finish packing because I've got a ferry to catch tomorrow. Here we go. We're gonna go on this trip. Let's do this. Bye. Hello everybody, it's Friday, April 7th. My ferry is leaving today. I have to check in by 1 p.m. It's just going to noon now. I've had a very busy morning. Honestly, I'm a little bit stressed. I always get stressed on travel days, but then I put added stress on myself by having to finish and edit a vlog and upload it all before needing to leave to catch my ferry, which is a bit stressful. I think I'm gonna just catch a bus to the ferry terminal because it's close to the train station. It's a sunny day. I'm gonna have a beautiful crossing over the Cook Strait. Hopefully it's not too wavy and I don't get sick. Seasickness is real. I haven't taken the ferry in a couple years. It's gonna be interesting. Hopefully it's a great day out for it. I just feel like a bit of whiplash from the roller coaster of emotions last night. Honestly, I feel bad for all of the hostels. You know, my patience was thin, so I'm sure their patience was very thin. One of the hostels actually called me and was like, no more changes. If you make any more changes, we're going to charge you regardless if you're going to stay or not. So yeah, I mean, it's just been a big mess around. Oh, well, it is what it is, right? But I'm excited to share with you guys my 4-day weekend in the South Island. I hope that we get to see some awesome sights in Abel, Tasman, Golden Bay area. The last time I was there was June 2020. And it was fantastic. So I'm excited just to revisit. I'm happy, a little bit tired, a little bit stressed, but I'm happy. I'm ready to go. So let's go catch our ferry and I'll see you guys at the ferry terminal. Hello, welcome to Picton. It's been a while since I've been here. Got the nice Marlborough Sound hills behind me, but we made it. We made it early. It's only 5 p.m. The anticipated arrival time was actually close to 6:30, so we made amazing time. I'm just waiting for Elle. We got the location wrong. I thought I was gonna get off where the Inter-Islander gets off, but I'm actually here at Blue Bridge, obviously. So she's got to come meet me now. And then we're going to make our way to Marahau, which is where we're spending the night tonight. So it's about a 3-hour drive to Marahau from here. I believe that all the shops are closed today. We were thinking of going to the supermarket to get food in preparation for a walk we want to do tomorrow. We would have had to buy some snacks, some lunch stuff. But I think it's all going to be closed today. So we're going to have to see what we can come up with. But I'm so excited to meet up with Elle. She has her car rental here. We're going to hit the road and see some sights on the drive to Marahau.
He must have missed it.
The hills are really pretty around this area.
They are, yeah.
way. We're almost where our hostel is, but we're in Nelson right now. We're on the road. It's only like 7:30 and it's already so dark. But she's got this really nice car. It's like an SUV, Mitsubishi. And I'm really enjoying having nice conversation. We've been driving. I feel bad that I can't help out with the driving because, well, she has insurance and, you know, you have to be on the car rental agreement as an additional driver to still be covered by the insurance policy. So I can't drive and it is dark. And if you didn't know this about New Zealand, but highways in New Zealand don't have street lights. So you're literally just driving using the reflectors that they put on the road, but there's no light to illuminate the road. It's just literally dark. It's only single lane one way and then single lane the other way. So it's also very nerve-wracking because you only have one lane and then it's also windy. So we had this stretch of like highway that we went through and it was just basically like windy, switchback. Yeah, that's a New Zealand road trip right there, but I'm having so much fun. I love a good road trip. It's so nice to catch up with Elle. We just stopped at the petrol station. I thought I would come on and give you an update. We stopped at the only supermarket available. It was a Foursquare because it's Good Friday and all the supermarkets are closed except for a select few. So we managed to find one. We got some stuff for our hike tomorrow and then we also got food for tonight. So we're gonna have dinner in the hostel. So we're only about an hour away. Get there around 8:30. That's a decent enough time to have dinner at the hostel. Here she is. Okay, back on the road. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to April 8th. I am here at Adventure Inn in Marahau. We spent the night in that dorm room, which was okay. It's like shipping containers that they've made into dorms, but the bunks are custom built, and the way that they made the ladder for my bunk, and I was top bunk, it was almost like impossible to get up and out of it. So these shipping containers are all the dorms. Here's one here. And it was just intense to try to like figure out how to get in and out. Like getting up was a mission last night. And then getting down, I literally had to have Elle, my mate, help me strategize how to get down. And then another guy who was staying in our dorm also helped out. In the end, I had to put my trainers on so that I was able to like swing my legs around and crisscross and then climb down the bunk that way. It was a nightmare. I don't know who designed those ladders because they drilled the holes themselves, but I don't know if they actually tried to get in and out of it themselves when they were thinking of the design of it. But we made it. We've had breakfast. I've cooked and prepared a lunch for today, and we're about to go on the water taxi to go to Anchorage Bay and walk all the way back. So it's going to be a lovely morning of walking today in Abel, Tasman National Park. And excuse me if I mispronounce. It's either Abel or Abel, but I'm ready. And I love this area of the South Island. It's beautiful. We are kind of like overcast today. Hopefully the sun will come out and we're gonna have a really nice day for it. Walking to the water taxi now. We realized we're kind of running a bit late, but everything's so small town here. It's not a big deal. I feel like they're not gonna be mad at us. It's so pretty. We are in a boat in a parking lot. Who would have thought? Going for our boat ride now. Beautiful day on the water. Reversing into the water. Hey, we made it. Okay, after a very swift taxi boat, we made it to Anchorage Bay, where we're gonna start our walk and do a section of the Abel Tasman track. I'm not actually sure if this is a great walk. Do you know?
I think it is.
I think it is a great walk. So I'm walking a segment of a great walk in New Zealand. But first we're gonna use the bathroom, and then we're gonna start the track all the way back to Marahau, where we started. Look at the clear sand, so fine. That's gorgeous sand. All right, starting. We're ready. We're starting off, says Marahau there. Let's do this. Hey, little buddy. We have a weka. It's a flightless bird. Looks like a kiwi, but not a kiwi. It's a weka. We're back in the foresty part of the walk with all of the beautiful ferns. Where's a fern? There's a fern. Because for a little bit there, I'm just gonna walk and talk. For a little while we were like up high where it was quite an incline steep, but the terrain turned very dry and like barren, and there's just shrubs. I much prefer these beautiful ferns, so I'm happy we're back in the forest rather than that arid kind of, looks like you're in Mars or something. It's like had a lot of flies flying around, but here it's just so much more peaceful and zen, and I prefer New Zealand walks like this because this is just very New Zealand. Have a fern. Oh. It's like begging for food. No. Cute. He's foraging. Hello, we just stopped along the side of the track. We were trying to find a place that had a bench or just somewhere like a beach to sit on to eat our lunch, but we weren't successful to find one in the time that we wanted to eat. So we just literally leaned against a cliff side and had our lunch. So I had made a little calzone in the oven this morning, cut it up and brought it with me, and that's what I had for lunch. So hopefully that will pick up our energy to complete the second half of this walk. But so far the sun has come out now. It's pretty. The water is just absolutely aquamarine. Beautiful views here on the Abel Tasman track.
Malaysia.
Oh.
Oh, this would have been a good lunch spot.
Yeah, would have, but
We didn't know.
okay, so I feel like this is a landslide, you know? We're walking in bush and then all of a sudden it turns into this. Just like a landslip. So there was a cyclone not too long ago that hit New Zealand. So I'm wondering if this landslide is due to that cyclone. I don't know, but you can really see the sandstone though. So here's a fun fact we learned on the boat. This is sandstone, and as it erodes, it turns into that down there, which is the golden sand found in Golden Bay. I don't know why, but that blew my mind. I just didn't put two and two together. So that's your fun fact of the day for you. It's low tide, so I actually can come into this sea cave. Typically, this is filled with water. Whoa. This is Tin Line Bay. We're almost in Marahau now. We've got about 40 minutes left. It's cool to come down to the sea cave, and then it takes you out. Pretty. That's us done. We finished the trek and now we are heading into Marahau. We have a little bit of walking left to do, but most of it is done. Stats. My watch says 3.5 hours, almost 13 kilometers, but Elle used a different app and hers said something else. Didn't yours say 12 kilometers and just under 3 hours? I guess I didn't pause as much as your app did. Yours paused a lot and mine didn't pause nearly enough, so mine still says a lot slower. But that was a good walk. I do recommend it, and I also recommend getting the water taxi so you don't have to go there and back. You're just worrying about walking one way. But that's it. That's my experience walking a portion of the Abel Tasman coast track from Anchorage Bay to Marahau, which is on the signpost says just under 12K. Done and dusted. I'll see, or we're gonna go get a cake now, eh? A cake and a drink. I'm excited. Who's this guy? I don't know. Can you just... You can come with me. Come on. We found a place with a view and having a cider, so cheers. I also got a cheeky little cheesecake because I deserve it. Oh shite, there's someone coming. Look at this burger. This is my hand. That is the burger. It is absolutely massive, but it looks great. It's like a huge salad on there. Okay. Oh, hang on. This is the burger next to my face. Okay, let's get in close. We'll get the first bite. So basically I have like a whole head of lettuce on here. But you know what? This is like giving me Ferg burger vibes. If you've been to Queenstown and had a Ferg burger, this is like, actually this is bigger than that. Look at that. We've got the patty and then a whole ass salad. Okay, I'm gonna do a nice leafy bite for you guys. Try to get some patty in there. Really good.